Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Where's My Sage? I'm Mike, and my co-host, Kristie London, is with us tonight. How are you tonight, Kristie?
I'm hyper. How are you?
Yes, you are. So,
Was all that damn meditation before the show tonight?
Yes. We just tried to go live quick on Instagram. Unfortunately, we're getting a little bit of feedback, or we'd be doing Instagram, and I may pop up on the Instagram there and see if we can do a little live from there from Where's My Sage.
Of course you will. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, we will do it next week. So,
hey, can I tell you?
Yep.
Checking
Yes.
during our snazzy little beginning there, we have 3 new subscribers to our YouTube page already.
Awesome.
Yes.
So,
Thank you very much, everybody, for doing that.
We get a few more folks on tonight. We will go ahead and throw on a couple other little things that we got coming up soon. So for those tuning in tonight, thank you for joining us. We're coming to you from a couple different locations tonight. So hello, Steve. So hello, Elaine.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Thank you for that.
Hello.
That's Vita. That's one of our wonderful mascots. So if she's
Yes.
not tonight, she may come join me in here tonight. Hello, Nikki. Hi. So we'll get some hellos in, and we'll get some stuff in, and then we'll work on doing some readings because I got a couple of other little announcements. So hello, Vet. Hello,
Hi,
Michelle. And hello, Tanya.
Hi.
So let me switch banners here on us so I can read things that are going down on the bottom. So as you know, we got the new commercial up. We are coming to you guys tonight from Kristie's business page, Kristie's public page, because it's a reading show tonight. Tactical Bigfoot Research, WLFE DB Radio. That is our new kind of a home radio channel. You can also find us on the WLFE DB Radio on Spreaker. We're on a whole bunch of different podcast media now, from Spreaker to Spotify to iTunes, and hopefully a couple of the other major ones coming on. We're waiting just for some of the paperwork to finish up. So a couple of big names. We're on YouTube from Kristie's page and from Where's My Sage. We're on Where's My Sage, our Facebook page. And Periscope and Twitter tonight. So 8 different locations. Maybe I won't go to Instagram. I really would pull what's left of my hair out.
What's left of it? You finally have some. What are you talking about? So
we're working on pushing our numbers up on YouTube.
Yeah.
And Kristie and I had a short meeting yesterday, and let me get this quick little announcement on. We're got a bunch of people coming in, so we'll do a couple more hellos, and I'll do that little announcement there. But folks, please like, share, subscribe to our YouTube and our Facebook. Hello,
he's so bossy,
Nina.
isn't he?
I know, it's just trying to get the word out there. Hi, Jimmy. Hi,
hello, Pam. Hey, Pam.
Hi, Keith. Hey, Jean.
Hi, Jean. Oh, hey, look who made it on.
Yeah.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, sir. Hi, Linda. Hi, Trisha.
Hello.
I can't talk tonight. Trisha, not Trisha. Yeah.
Ricky.
Yeah.
Ricky.
I can't talk right now. I think that's why you guys turned in, is because I can't talk. Hello, Lori.
Well, you're doing an awful lot of talking for not being able to talk. I'm just,
I know. Maybe I'll let you take it over a little bit. So, hello, Carrie. All right, take over for a few minutes there while I get this stuff together. Yep.
I always tell him, dude, you got like 8 things going on. You're not even looking at the screen, and you're trying to talk at the same time. And here I am, just sitting here. Hey, you make my life easy. I can smile. That's fine. But hey, whatever. I think it's in his nature. He tells me I talk a lot. But hey, I mean,
it is a reading show.
2 peas in a pod. Hey, my sister's on here. Hello, Jill. Wow. Let's see. There she is.
Hey, you got the clickies going there. There we go.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to say right now.
Yes, and I'll just sneak in my little banner quick. Let's see.
Absolutely.
Occasional explicit language.
Mike covers his ass with Kristie's mouth.
Yeah.
That's on it too. You know what I mean? We're going to name that Kristie's ticker.
Yep. Explicit language, please. So.
Oh my gosh.
So we got folks coming in, and I'll let you say a couple more hellos.
Oh, and there's the other mom.
Here. Yep.
Hi, Mom.
So they're all here.
Hello, Linda. Brian, Bearded Paranormal. Thanks for always tuning in.
Yep.
You guys are great. So yeah, no, we're gonna do some readings tonight, and we're just gonna kind of, do what we always do and let people kind of come up. We have some really cool guests coming on in the next month or two, don't we? We do. Normally, you guys, I know I usually have everything ahead of time and scheduled weeks in a month or so out ahead. But, with everything going on, we're kind of taking it week by week or a couple weeks at a time. And so thanks for bearing with us with that. But, yesterday during our meeting, we got some things done and we are scheduling out a ways, and we have some pretty exciting. Yes. I can't wait to make the announcements.
Just getting the days locked down.
Can't do it yet. Yep, absolutely. And, so we have some pretty awesome shows coming up. You definitely don't want to miss out.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
pretty neat.
And because we have so many awesome shows coming out, we're really pushing the YouTube thing. And if we can get 500 subscribers on YouTube, I have some great little gift packs that I've put together. So if we can hit, and basically what I'm going to ask everybody to do is go to our Instagram, like our Instagram, and share it with somebody. That way they know about this. I'm going to put a contest thing up tomorrow, and then go to YouTube. And I can see who's liking the YouTubes and put a little comment underneath this video. But
that's why you're the tech guy. Duh.
Yep. But for ghost hunting, I have this wonderful little backpack. There's all these wonderful.
You need pouches. A Vanna. Hold on a second.
I do need I'm not a Vanna. Hang on, I'm gonna switch screens so it's a little bit bigger. So
wait, there we go.
No, it didn't work out so well. But
that
nice little, got little pockets for flashlights and your recorders and everything else. It's a little sling bag. And then in that, I'm going to be putting a little tape measure with level and everything in there so you can see your floors are off. So you say, oh man, something's rolling on an investigation. And we haven't done a Tactical Tuesday in a long time. But, that gives a nice little reflection. But tape measure, level, so you can measure your stuff out. Nice little mini mag light. A little case. Everything's just dropping out on me. Batteries included.
You get a broken mag light. Look at that.
Yeah, batteries. A little keychain, little multi-tool, because you're always out there and drop something.
It's kind of cool.
A couple little screwdrivers, a little knife, another little multi-tool, little hiker, so you can keep your keys. So when you drop them somewhere, you can find them.
I'm sorry, it's supposed to be manly.
Yeah, and a little tripod for your GoPros or your lights, so you know where that stuff is. So. Again, that's the paranormal kit that I put together. And it's a Red Rock backpack. I love them. I use a lot of the sling bag, actually. And then for the Bigfooters, of course, I can't forget my guys. Pair of binoculars, tape measure, the headlamp.
You're such a guy. You just keep whipping this stuff out of thin air. Look how excited he is, too, you guys. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about.
Sporks, actually, with
what
can openers.
Sporks? Oh, okay.
Always important on the keychain, so when you're out hiking.
Okay.
The Squatch keychain. And then a little Squatch key holder for all your little keys and knickknacks. So basically, like I said, the contest will go up tomorrow. And we're asking you to like and share our Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I'll get there's a little random number generators. So I'll just go down and it'll generate and we can see what numbers we got. And if we can reach 1,000 on YouTube.
Be very clear about this.
Yes. If I can get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I will be sending out one of these wonderful X8 tactical knives, 1095 carbon steel with G10 handles. For you guys that don't follow knives, it's techie stuff. But these are knives that are done by me. So I have this wonderful little one in olive drab. The black handles comes with Kydex sheath. So it's a nice little thing if you're out in the field, pretty much sharpening on a stone with the carbon steel. But again, so we get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, I'll be raffling one of these guys off.
That's pretty cool.
It's just kind of help. We didn't get out to
I'm not gonna lie.
a lot of the cons like we usually do. So usually that stuff goes to the cons. It's been here, and I'm like, hey, well, let's get it out to our audience. So enough of my bibble babble. So it's been a weird day. It's a Disney kind of day. Not to get
Why is it a weird day? He's been whining all day long. That's all I've heard about.
I don't. We're gonna do readings today, but if anybody can relate to Disney, let me know. I think that message was for me, but everything I've turned on in social media, the TV has been a Disney commercial. And then I don't know where this thing was in one of my drawers as I got ready grab some clothes for the show, and Mickey's staring at me. So, Gene, yeah, I will not now, but in a couple of weeks when I get better, I'm out still recovering. That was one blade I still had made up. I'll be making up some more. That's what helps sponsor the show is X8 Tactical. So that's how we don't charge for readings and everything else and donations because X8 Tactical helps us out a little bit. Why do I get rid of that ticker? So let's do a couple more little hellos. And while I'm clicking on the hellos, Kristie, if you want to give your reading blurb. Yeah. Yes, you can talk now. I'm done.
Let's talk.
I'm done for the evening.
I can talk now. That's awesome.
Yep.
I'm just kidding. So, all right. So welcome everybody who is new. Welcome back everybody who is always with us or who tunes in regularly. We are always happy to have you and excited that you're here. So when we do a reading show, there are a few things I always like to go over. So that you can keep them in mind. This is a venue where I don't give you every last detail about how my gifts work, but I kind of explain as I go. But what I do ask is that you please keep your messages, your questions short and to the point. And please give me the name of the person that you're trying to connect with. It just makes it a little easier. It doesn't make or break anything if you don't, but it does just kind of help wade through the chaos that I have coming from the left side. Please do not ask multiple questions in one message, or in one question. Ask one specific and then just post more if you need to. It's a lot for Mike to keep track of. It's a lot for me to answer. And, I want to get to as many people as I can. But what it also does is the longer your paragraphs are and the longer your messages are, the faster it pushes the whole feed up. And then Mike's got to click double time in order to keep everything straight. We do our very best because, as Mike said, we're coming to you from 8 different locations right now. He has a lot to keep track of. So please keep that in mind. And if you feel like we've overlooked your question, don't take it personally. It is absolutely not personal. And quite honestly, if Spirit wants to make sure that you get a message that you need tonight, that's going to happen. Okay. So we Spirit's in the driver's seat. So what else? And if at any point there is ever a message that you do receive that you don't understand or you are not clear about, please feel free to contact me. Not tonight. Please don't bombard me tonight, but tomorrow or the next day. And I try to take notes myself. I will do the very best I can to help clarify things. Okay. And help you make sure you get what you need. Sometimes I'm receiving information and I'm telling you something and it's symbolic, but for whatever reason, I'm not picking up on it in the moment. And it happens even one-on-one as well. So just keep that in mind, that it's not, all is not lost because you don't understand it or it doesn't make sense to you. We will definitely figure it out. Okay. I think, did I cover all the big basis.
Yeah. Again, entertainment purposes. If the questions come up, we will. I will get to them the best I can. Please only ask the question once. Like I said, we're coming to you from 8 different locations. So on your feed, you may not see the questions I'm seeing because they're coming from Twitch and Twitter or Periscope and Facebook. So
yeah,
questions all come in and I can see the times that they're coming in. So I'm going right to those times. But if you ask that question multiple times, it throws it right off the end of my scroll, and then I can't go back and retrieve it from there. We'll do a couple more hellos, and then we'll get rocking right into
also, a couple more things. As those of you who follow us know, sometimes before a show like this, I start to receive information, which if you're one-on-one with me or live with me in a show or at a party, that's not unusual. And I usually start with the information I receive before we even go live or before I start the show. There were a few things that were standing out to me. One, I have a feeling we're going to be dealing with a lot of people who have passed, especially, excuse me, who had issues with drugs or addiction, I should say, but specifically drugs, but definite addiction. Because when I try to meditate and I have a hard time focusing on my meditation and I have to continuously redirect myself, that tells me we're dealing with addiction, either with someone past, that means died, or present, alive. Okay. And also I had somebody hanging around my left foot while I was sitting in the chair back there meditating earlier. It was the feeling of someone maybe grabbing on like this around my leg or my foot, not wanting to let go. So if any of you can connect with that, definitely, don't be afraid to put it in the chat room. And you always welcome the validation too, if you want to, include the validation in the chat room as well.
Yeah, validation is really important, guys. If you're validating, and like I said, I'm bouncing back and forth from question to validations. So let me just say a couple more hellos. We got the Brian, and because I hate to miss anybody. Hi, Diana. Hi, Cheryl. Got some new faces here. And Francesca, I'm going to let you do it because if not, I'm going to.
We'd love to know where you're from too. So
yes,
excuse me, post where you're from. Let us just know, just because it's fun and we'd like to do that. It doesn't make or break anything as far as your messages go.
All right.
You said it correctly. Say it again.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Thank you, Patrick. All right, let's
to him, aren't I?
So, hey, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Hey, Penny. I hope that was the other, but like I said, Vita's behind me. I'll switch back to my other screen in a minute. Hey, Delaney. Maybe she'll come visit in a little bit. Hi, Tommy. And let's see.
Okay.
So, all right.
You ready?
Well, there's a Disney Life right there. Yep. Okay. Yep. You got the ears going.
Language.
Yep, we definitely gotta get there. So let's rock out to some questions.
Yeah, I mean, you can ask a question about anything. It doesn't have to just be spirit messages either. It could be anything, about us or about me, about how things work, whatever you want. That's fine.
We're not please if you share the link straight out. Don't share it as a watch party because the watch party folks can't ask questions. It's the way Facebook has things set up with StreamYard, and that's why we don't share to the group straight out anymore, because you have to go through all these hoops because Facebook did the whole update. So, so let's see.
Yeah, it's been a little more difficult too. And do us a favor too, because what I'm noticing on some of these is that we don't necessarily have your name. Give me at least your name as well as the person that you want to connect with or that you're hoping to hear from. Okay. But otherwise, I think that's it. Did we cover everything? And I apologize for my voice. You guys all know this happens to me every time before we go live. I can be fine all day, which I was. And then now all of a sudden my allergies are bothering me. So
during validation,
keep
an eye on Kristie's light behind her because it's very interesting to watch sometimes. So the first one's from Steve. I need to know if what I believe is correct. Did my father smash my windshield to save my life? And then it's the rest of that. There's more to it. T-Buck windshield smashed on a way to a cruise that had an accident. I would have been killed. That's interesting.
Wow.
Myself here.
Car. Oh, he has the coolest car. Oh my God. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. So actually, Steve, I first got a yes and then I got a big no. And when that happens, when I'm being told and when I'm being shown, is that you had more than just your dad there. I feel like the circumstances were not your fault. It was not your time to go. And so they needed to make sure that that didn't happen. And so, your father was actually sitting next to you in the car when that happened. He did not smash the windshields. I feel like that was more your guardian angels. They made sure he was in there making sure you were protected. But you had a lot going on around you in order to make sure that you stayed safe. Although you were not meant to walk away from that accident without some sort of something changing your life, whether it was an injury, whether it was the circumstances, and now you have to deal with the aftermath, the residual of that. I know that sounds harsh, but it's not meant to be a punishment. It's meant to be a lesson for you to learn, because you need to now move on to the next part of your life, or you did, moving forward, knowing that and seeing the world differently and living your life differently. I'm hearing from your spirit guides, it was supposed to put you in a better place, help you to find a better space in your head to live your life. I'm also hearing brother. So when spirit says something like that to me, they're not telling me who they are. They're letting me know who they want to talk about that's still alive now, alive or present. And what I'm hearing is we know. So whatever's going on with your brother, it could be brother-in-law, stepbrother, someone who's close to you, like that's like a brother to you. I'm hearing we know. So whatever's going on, they also are very aware. Spirit's also very aware of what it is. So I feel like it's a don't worry, we know. Okay. So thank you so much for your question. Best of luck. And I'll just tell everybody now, yes, I'm Italian. I do talk with my hands. However, when you see me gesture, there is a rhyme or reason to this. So anyone or anything that's passed from this life on to the next, people, animals, yet to channel a plant, you never know, comes from my left. That's spirit. On my right is divine. So that your spirit guides, my spirit guides, angel, saints, guardians, all the way up to God or whoever your higher power is. Okay. Just so you know, when I'm doing this and this. Okay. All right.
The other thing, folks, is that if there's a more in-depth question you're looking for, reach out to Kristie through her business page. She's still doing some readings, even with COVID. She can do them remotely. Wonderful technology. So, reach out to her through her business if you have a really good in-depth question. And the next one is from Elaine. Do the guides have any advice for me?
What I heard for you coming from your spirit guides, stop what you're doing and go back. That's stop what you're doing, go back, verbatim. It's not working. It's not working. That's what I'm hearing. And something about your son. Okay, so you know what they just showed me? I feel like your mother's stepping forward. She used to wear an apron tied around her waist. I'm also hearing she liked to cook. You know those round toys or those square toys that have all the different shapes in them that you give, 9-month-old, a 1-year-old, and they have to try to put the shapes into the right shapes, the blocks into the right shapes. I keep seeing that, and I keep seeing someone try to put the wrong shapes in. It's like you're trying to put a square peg in a round hole. And so they're saying whatever you're doing, you're trying to make something work that's not meant to work, that's not ever going to work, no matter how many times you look at it. And I feel like your mindset is, I have to just keep going on and on and on. I have to try. I have to know I did everything I possibly could until I stop or I change or I don't do this anymore or I don't feel guilty. That's the other thing too. Just stop. It's almost like you're trying too hard. And once you actually take a step back, it's almost like you're going to be like, wow, how did I miss this? Okay, I can figure this out. I got this now. And things are going to just become clear to you. Somebody's tickling my back. Yeah. So thank you for your question. Best of luck with everything.
Forgetting to unmute myself already.
Progress.
It's one of those things. Wow, I just jumped. So some validation. Steve said, thank you. You nailed it. And my brother, that's another story.
Oh, well, thank you for the validation.
Yeah. Always important to go through. And next one. Next one is from Kristen. Hey guys, any messages for me? Anything for my mom?
Hi, Kristen. So I see a really bright green pine tree. I'm hearing calm. It makes me feel really good. So she's also, I have to say this. So I'm seeing symbols. I'm having visions. Your spirit guides are working very closely with you right now. Your mother is also here. But the way your mother is communicating with me by using symbols and showing me things, using visions, and not showing me her, I'm not seeing her and she's not talking to me per se. When spirit communicates like that with me, that tells me about what was going on at the time of their passing. And so with your mother, I feel like she was not able to communicate effectively or at all at the time of her passing. So it could have been 2 minutes before she died, or it could have been 6 months before she died. She may have even been completely unconscious or in a coma. I did see a woman laying in a bed hooked up to a lot of tubes, machinery, machines, that kind of thing. But I'm here. That's what I'm hearing. But I'm here. She's also bringing to my attention your first name. When spirit brings your first name to my attention, they're actually talking about your first and or your middle name. It usually means you're named after somebody. Maybe there's a funny story. Maybe you spell it a certain way for a certain reason. I've even had people tell me that there have been fights and arguments about their name. So whatever the case is. And the women tend to bring up the first and middle names. The men usually tend to bring up the last names to me. So D. I have to say D. She's showing me somebody whose name is D. So whatever that means to you as well. But what I need to reassure you of is you will, oh, see, there goes my light. You will find love. That's what she wants you to know. You will find love. You will be happy. You will be content. You will be fulfilled. No more, she's going like this. No more lonely. No more lonely. Pick up on a son, a child, and then, but I feel like there are 2 children around you. And I do feel like the other one's a little girl. And then she says to you, it's not a race. It's not a race. Yeah, it's not a race. I just asked her for more to clarify, and she looked at me and said, she'll know. Okay. So thank you very much for your question, honey. Best of luck with everything.
Okay. It's just so much easier, this new touchscreen. Elaine said it was spot on about her mom.
Yeah, oh, good. Thank you.
You know, touchscreens work, I guess, better than that. So, Melanie, thank you about the dog. Yes, that's the Vita. So she's so all right. Let's see where.
Oh, Peggy's on here too. Hi, Peggy.
So, wow, the messages came in.
Good. So, keep this guy on his toes. Wait, don't work him too hard. He's still recovering.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's more recovering coming. So, thank God we got some good guests because I have to do work. So I'm doing the talking tonight.
Are you saying I talk too much?
And if you're a food lover, we really got an interesting guest coming up soon. And actually, there's another one of our guests in the audience too. So
there's what?
Another one of our guests. Jimmy's in there.
So, oh yeah, Jimmy. Yes.
Yep.
We have some. I'm just so excited. We have some really cool people booked and some in the works, and it'll be. Yeah. Oh, look at my yep. Up, down, up, down, up, down.
So Tanya is wondering if you have any messages for her tonight.
Okay. Hi, Tanya. I keep seeing a box of crayons. And I feel like there are toys on the floor. At first you feel blocked to me. And then I realized trying to focus on you, my attention keeps getting diverted. I definitely feel like we're dealing with some sort of addiction with someone who's passed who wants to come forward, or yourself, or somebody who's alive or present now, or a combination of all of those. And then as I was acknowledging that, my heart started to race, like I was anxious, anxiety, don't want to deal with the situation. You have to deal with it, and it has to be head on. Your spirit guides are stepping forward and saying, it will be okay. Everything will be okay. But not now. I feel like you're at a point right now where you just want to say, I'm just starting this process with whomever this is or whatever it is, and I just need to already be at the end. I just need to already know that we got through the hard stuff. You can't skip over that because that's what's going to teach you what you need to know. That's what's going through that's going to help to make you who you're supposed to be and who you're supposed to become in this next phase of things for you. And if you take any shortcuts, or if you don't go through the happy, the hurt, the hard, the anger, the happy, the sad, you're not going to, it's not going to work out the way it should. And you're going to miss out, but it's all going to be okay. It's going to be okay. They keep telling me to reassure you of that. You just have to get through the motions. You have to go through the motions. You have to be as honest with you can about you as you can about with yourself and with other people in the situation, however that means, whatever that means, however that applies to you. Okay. I have to check something real quick. Telling me I'm missing something. I think this is something that I'm not used to.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm seeing the little boy again. Oh my gosh, that's so funny because everything I just looked up in here is not in here. Do your research. Don't be afraid to ask for help. This is my symbol guide that I use when there's something I don't know, or it's something I'm not used to, or I have not received before. I looked over it 3 times. I'm like, I'm not going to do that right now. I don't need that right now. And they're like, do it. And then when I didn't find what I was looking for, they just said, you need to not be afraid to ask for help. You or whoever this is they're talking about, it could very well be someone close to you. Because when they give me a message in first person like that, and you're saying this has nothing to do with me, what they're saying is, we know it's not you. It's somebody who's close to you, like friends, family, coworkers, somebody like that. And I'm being told it's family. So they got to ask for help. They have to ask for help. I have my mom's box of grants. Okay. So then know that was your mom's way of validating who she is, that this is your mother coming through.
Kristie, can you explain a little bit more about that particular book that might help? I know that's one author that you and I use. I mean, yours is abused. Yeah. I mean, I can get mine. It's a little better shape.
Yeah,
but
bindings like rips. So this is one that I actually, my very first mentor had us all use. It's the Dreamer's Dictionary. And I do have all my own students get this. Just because it's a Dreamer's Dictionary, it does not mean it has to just be dreams. It's the most universal. It's by Lady Stern Robinson and Tom Corbett. It is the most universal for symbols, period, dreams or not. And it really does have everything in here, things you would not ever think in a million years. And then if you're looking something up and it's under something else, it tells you, go look here. It's not here. If I looked up crayons would be in there and it would say, see whatever. So it's really, really helpful. And so, but the whole point of this was that you definitely, because crayons wasn't in here. I don't know why it wasn't here. Then I looked up draw, because you learn how to use the book. It was not there either, because your mom is trying to prove a point. We need to know how to ask for help, because that's how we're going to get it. And if we do, whether it's you or the person that we're talking about, they're good. They can be successful. They're supposed to be successful. So it's very, very important. Okay. She also says she appreciates that you're trying to save those crayons. Let your daughter use the crayons, or let your son use the crayons.
Can you drop the in the comments? Just drop the author in there quick, or put it up to the screen again, I guess. So. And I found that like it was Barnes and Noble or something after you sent me out, and it wasn't that hard to find once I went looking for it.
You can go to Barnes and Noble. You can go online. It's only like $8 or $9. It's not expensive at all.
Yeah. I don't know what her bookstores are going to be in the Netherlands, but I'm sure Amazon's worldwide.
Yes, or whatever big bookstore. I'm sure it'll be there.
Okay, next one, 806.
There you go, everybody. It's in there. Yeah, used to be it got to a point where I was using it so much a few years ago. It was like my lifeline. I kept it, because it was just like my safety net. And one day it disappeared, and my guides were like, "You don't need it anymore." So I went out and bought a new one. So I think they just decided not to fight that battle, and I just had to build my confidence in other ways. So, but yeah, it's a great book. So yeah, even if you just check it out at your local bookstore too. All right. So thank you for your question, and best of luck with all of that.
Okay, the next one's from Suzanne. Hi, are there messages for me? Thank you.
So I feel like you used to have a very hard time, and you probably still do in some ways, but not so much anymore, getting out and enjoying the moment and being in the moment and, really paying attention to the little things in life. You have it feels like a mother and a grandmother, but it may also be your maternal grandmother. It's hard for me to tell because they do feel separate, but it also feels like they're together like this. Which is that normally they at least make the distinction by now. And they're acknowledging that you are, but they want to see you do it more. I almost feel like you have a fear of going out with everything going on, and the world has just gone insanely crazy over the dumbest shit. And I don't mean to put down any of the big issues, so I don't want to get any messages about that. That's not what I'm saying. It's just we're losing track in sight of what's important, and it's instilling a fear in people. And unfortunately, the loudest people, right or wrong, are being heard, and nobody else is. And these women don't want you to allow that to affect your life and how you live it. Okay, this is a personal thing they're talking about with you. The fear you have. They're going rise above, rise above. I feel like you go to work, and I see you in an office type setting. You go to work, you do your thing. I feel like you're around a lot of people usually when you're working too. And then you go home, and that's kind of it right now. And it wasn't too far off the mark even before COVID and before the world just, went absolutely crazy. It's in these moments where you need to rise above, and you need to learn to have fun and seize the day, seize the moment, seize the second, seize the minute, seize the breath that you're taking. Baby steps, whatever that means for you. That's what they want for you. You're stronger than this. You're tougher than this, and you're doing a good job. I'm hearing specifically they're saying, don't let this beat you. Then they're bringing up money and finances, and they're saying it will be okay. It will get better. Although I feel like you're okay to begin with for the most part. It's going to get better. The last thing they're showing me, it looks like a homemade chocolate chip cookie or something with the dark spots in it, whether it's raisins, chocolate chips, cookie. All right. Thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck with everything.
Cool. All right. Next one's from Peggy. Do my guides have any advice for me?
Hi, Peggy. The first thing I heard was, go get it, girl. Like, what's there to say right now? You're listening. You've got it figured out. You are don't stop. Live it up. But then they kind of slow down and get cautious and they say, but maintain the best version of yourself. I feel like a lot of things are about to happen for you. They want you to scoop it up and they want you to enjoy it. They want you to take it all in and run with it. But keep doing it the right way. And they're not saying, by saying this, they're not saying to you, you're doing something wrong now, but they want you to remember who you are. Don't ever forget that, because that's why and how you got to where you are in the first place, and have the opportunities that you do, and why these things are happening. Don't become like them. That's what your guides are saying. Don't become like them. Stay true to you, no matter how afraid you are or how much you think you're going to stand out from the crowd in the wrong way. And it will always work in your favor. Always. Even if it doesn't work out the way you think it's going to, it will still always work out in your favor. And you're going to set a good example for your son, and you'll always be able to take care of your son. Yeah. I'm excited for you. For sure. Partnerships and duos and friendships, tread lightly. Always talk it out. Always talk it out. Things may be different. Things may change, but they can be okay. Don't be afraid of things to change, or don't be afraid for them to change. But don't let things go unsaid because you're afraid of the change. Communication is the key there. Okay. Thank you for your question. Best of luck.
And again, folks, if you can go ahead and validate and drop something down there, and please ask the question once. I'm trying to get to them, and they're coming in pretty quick tonight. So, and there's some folks saying hello back and forth in the message with everybody, and I love that everybody's talking amongst themselves in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, that I end up losing where I was going. So, the next one is from Travis. Hey, my mom passed away a couple of weeks ago from cancer. Is there anything from her? Thank you. Sorry about your loss.
Wow. I just totally lost my breath here. She can't talk to me fast enough. I don't even know where to start. But I'll go back to saying what I was before. I'm seeing a lot of quick visions and symbols. She's not showing herself to me. So she clearly was not able to communicate, whether effectively or at all, at the time of her passing. But she is telling me she could hear you. She could hear you. So she must have not been able to communicate. Verbalize. Maybe she was in a medicated state, or she was even unconscious. I even feel like she was probably more so unconscious. And now my chest is aching. She definitely had issues with it's cardiovascular. Cardiopulmonary. So her breathing or her heart or both. Her breathing was definitely labored too. And you knew she did not want to live like this. She would not be okay with that. Okay, I can breathe. I'm also feeling it in my back. You did the right thing. One of the first things she showed me was I had a flash of her viewing her services. Beautiful is what she said. Beautiful. I feel like you have 2 sisters, but but she's focused on one, but 2. So I don't know if it's a sister-in-law, or one of them is not as close to you as the 2 of you are. To that, she's saying, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it be. Let it be. Wow. She talks with her hands too. This is great. It's all coming very naturally for me. It sounds like she's trying to say Patty or Addie. Now I'm back at her viewing and she's showing me this huge bouquet. The flowers were just something about the flowers. She wants you to know that she knows, or she sees that he's gone. I close my eyes for 5 seconds. He's gone. There he is. She's very proud of you. You took the high road and you handled a lot of stuff that you probably shouldn't have, or should not have had to. I knew you could do it. Then she brings up your father. I heard father. Take care of him. Go live your life and be happy. That's all I ever wanted for you. Make me proud. And she says, she's got her finger going and says, when you were a little boy, what did I tell you? And it's like you're supposed to be able to finish that. Like she would have said that to you. What have I always told you? Or when you were little, what would I say? And you'd be like, yeah, I get it. Like the rest of us. So that's kind of like what she's doing to you now. And that's it. So thank you for your question, honey, and best of luck with everything. And again, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Some follow-up. Susan said, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Peggy as well. Thank you. You're right. So many things are happening.
You're welcome.
Good luck with the new movie. Tommy, good luck with the new position. Which reminds me, if you got to pop out, these videos are up on YouTube. So if you ask a question and you got to go to bed, if we can get to them, we'll get to them, and they'll be on that. Or you can listen on one of the podcast setups. And I'm going to throw the quick commercial up so Kristie can get a 30-second break here on from where you can find us. It's in some of the other great shows that are on WLFE.
Hey everybody, this is Ted from Talk with Teddy and WLFE DB Radio Network. Let's talk about this network for a second. It's very unique and it has different shows with different topics that you won't hear anywhere else. First, let's say our shows cover a wide range of topics. Paranormal to horror, skeptical to believers, and all types of variety shows. You won't be disappointed. In fact, we found, not by the limitations of audio, that we have added video casting as well. Do yourself a favor and check out a show or two. The full schedule is lined up on WLFEDBRadio.com. In fact, there are past shows as well that you can check out. So remember, WLFEDBRadio.com. Now here's a few of the podcast hosts that also carry the WLFE DB Radio brand and shows. Our shows can be heard on Spreaker, Deezer, iHeart, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and more. So check out WLFE-DB.com.
WLFE DB Radio.
Yeah, I had to stick that in and help out the rest of the family.
Like this.
Well, Teddy is, and that's a great Talk with Teddy is on after us with Ted Vanson, paranormal investigator. They have Paratalk Radio on Monday nights too, but Teddy's on right after us, and he's a musician, country western musician. So when it comes to putting stuff together, he's awesome. We appreciate what he does for us.
Yes, absolutely.
And Travis just had some follow up here. Yes, you cannot speak through the end. Breathing was bad. Thank you very much. It means a lot. And then she had a big set of flowers with her butterfly urn in the middle.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, she said it was beautiful.
So we're coming back up to the top. And again, folks, I realize that, some of you guys are asking questions now and they're like, well, I've got them come in and everybody gets in at like 8 o'clock and just starts dumping them into the chats there. So I'm just trying to make sure we try to get to as many people as I can. So
bust his chops, but everyone needs to give him a big round of applause because he works his butt off over there. I just sit here and answer questions. He's the one who's got to monitor everything. So
there it goes. And there was one I went to get, and sure enough, it got popped off. But I know she asked the question again. Okay, so it starts with a C. I got your question, and I will get to it there in a second. So. Yvette here asks, I received another message today. Unsure who it is. Can you help?
I feel like you're seeing birds and butterflies. Hi, Yvette. I feel like when you see these things, they're meant to give you clarity, moments of clarity amidst the chaos. But I also feel like a lot of the chaos and a lot of the struggle is in your own head and in your own heart. I just heard a woman say to me, a new day, a new day. And I feel like you have to remember every day is a new day. And every day you have the chance to do something different or better or start over or make a difference or change something, whatever the case is. Don't cry for me. This is definitely a mother or a grandmother figure for you. Something about her lips or her lipstick, too. I'm hearing it's me. It's always been me. She feels very matronly, very motherly. I was at your wedding, is what I just heard. I was at your wedding. Anna. And that's it. Yeah. And I feel my chest, my heart, inside I feel very full. Almost like I'm holding my breath and I'm just letting it get to that point where I need to probably breathe soon, but I'm not. But it's a comforting feeling. It's like a contradiction. But it's comforting. Okay. Yep. Thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck with everything. Are you okay? Can you breathe?
A lot of pressure all of a sudden.
Oh, really? No kidding. Welcome to my room.
Yeah. Interesting. This is from Gene. A few times we met, I never asked because I didn't feel right, but I always wondered if there's any messages for me.
What? Let's see. You have a grandfather who's around you. And don't feel funny. Anybody who ever escorts me or accompanies me and has my back on an investigation can certainly ask me a question, just so you know. Okay. So the whole barber thing. I feel like at first you were not going to do that. You were not going to pursue it. And then you did. And I feel like back at the investigation that we did, I feel like there was even a struggle then because he keeps putting me in the place. And I feel like it was not a sure thing for you, even though you were doing it. Go ahead and do it. Open it. Do it. I feel like you want to start your own business. I feel like you want to open your own shop. I feel like there's something big you can't quite bring yourself to do. And it's very important that you do it. Not only that you do it, but that you do it now. You have to set the fear aside. You have to set the unknown aside. People are probably saying this is not the time to open a business. You need to do it. You need to get this off the ground now. And you can and you will. Then he says, don't worry about others. And he's going like this, don't worry about others. So don't let people get in your head, friends or not. What's right for them is not right for you. You have to follow your gut. Always, always, always follow your gut, and you will never be led astray. You will actually be quite successful. I feel like you'll start off with 3 chairs. You'll go up to about 8. And you're going to be very fulfilled, and you're going to be very happy in a way you don't recognize or expect yet. And they're also saying with some of the other stuff in your life, break off and do your own thing too. Because I feel like you've been wanting to make a change with some other things in your personal life. It's time for that as well. This really is a time for change for you, even though this is not the year for a lot of us to do that. It is for you. So don't be afraid. It actually is going to work out very well in your favor. Okay. So thanks for your question. Best of luck.
His ears must have been ringing. Hi, Teddy.
Hey,
so
Ted.
We just played your commercial and rocked it out there. This one I do have to sneak in because of the time. Audrey, who was one of our guest readers a couple weeks ago on a Sunday. Yeah, go back. This young lady was answering questions that just blew our minds away. So are there any messages for her?
Hello, Miss Wendy.
And this is coming in from YouTube.
And just for the record, people are still talking about Audrey. People are still amazed. People who have been in this field for years are floored by her and her ability. It's crazy. The people who are still, look at my light, who are coming to us or to me and saying, oh my God, who was that young lady you had on the show? She was amazing. So that being said, I started to write your maiden name, not your married name. Your father is around, and your father is with Audrey.
She does have fans.
That's right. There's Diana. She loved her. Went to breakfast with Diana, like, I think a week later. And she's like, oh my God, who was that girl on your show? She was amazing. So something about math. I'm picking up on the math. Math. I'm hearing it's not that hard. Just slow down. That's what he's saying. It's not that hard. Just slow down. I feel like you get very easily worked up, Audrey, with that. And if you just take a breath and recognize when you start to get worked up, it'll all be okay. So now I also feel like you're seeing things at night, probably in your bedroom when you're trying to go to sleep. Excuse me. Tell whoever or whatever very plainly, it's time for bed, go away. That's it. It's time for bed, go away. You can feel it, you can't see it. Excuse me, sorry. You can feel it, you can't see it, you can't quite put your finger on it. Do not be afraid. Just put your foot down in a nice, respectful but firm way. Okay. Lacrosse. I don't care what they say, do it. That's what I'm being told. I don't care what they say, do it anyway. Sorry, Wendy and Jean. I don't care what they say, do it anyway. Yep. All right. So thank you for your question, honey. Get some rest. It's a school night. Thanks, Wendy.
Maybe we'll do a day show and get you back on during the day.
Yeah.
You're not up past bedtime on a school night. I know
It's only 9:07. She's fine.
Yeah.
Look at my light. Confirmation there.
Yeah, I know.
There.
Yeah, when her mother babysat for me as a kid. Yeah. Yeah. Go to bed.
Wait a second. You just called Wendy out on.
Of course I did. That's what neighbors are for. So Nikki has a question. Hey guys, I'm wondering if my guides have any message for me on the verge of a big business decision. I'd love some direction and reinsurance. And after that one, I got the other one I found again. So
hi, Nikki.
And got confirmation. Yes, math is the issue.
It's always my issue too, honey. Don't worry. I feel your pain.
Mine too.
Oh my God. Mike read your question, Nikki, and the first thing that I heard was, oh God, no, don't do it. And I feel like you're right. You really are on the brink of doing something and like everything's getting ready to be put through and finalized. God, don't do it. It's going to all fall apart. You're not going to want to be involved in whatever this is. I feel like your gut has been telling you something's been off for a while, but you can't put your finger on it. And I think you were chalking it up to the fact that you're probably just nervous about a big move or, a lot of money, whatever the case is. But your gut was 100% right. And, that's the hard thing for us to do is to follow our gut when everything logically, mentally on paper says this is going to work out. And even though we follow through and ignore our gut, even if it's not the end of the world, or even if it's not horrible, awful, it still doesn't mean it's what we were supposed to do. It wasn't meant for us. So it's never going to be what it was supposed to be or what we thought it should be. The same for when I tell people, things will be okay. It doesn't mean you're not going to go through the hard stuff. It just means you're right where you need to be. I feel like you were kind of forced into this situation. I'm hearing circumstances. You forced into the circumstances. Don't give in. Don't give in. Something better, I feel like, is in the works, and something better is going to come along in about 6 months, and you'll be very glad you didn't follow through with this. I don't care how good it turns out or how much you feel like you would have lost out on because of how successful you think it is. It would not have worked out for you, not you. It'll be okay. Just trust and have faith. Follow your gut. If your gut says something is not right, you don't do it. It's called having faith. We'll never always have all the answers, but we have to trust. Okay. So I wish you the best of luck with everything. Thank you for your question.
Okay. The next one is from Carmela. Does my sister Nicole have any messages for me?
Hi, Carmela. Leave mom alone. Leave mom alone. Get off her back. See my light. Love you, Jackie. She works hard. Leave her alone. And that's it. Yeah. So thank you for your question. Best of luck with everything. See, even I don't get all the answers.
Follow up from Nikki. Well, and that question, it was there, and then it disappeared, and then it came back, and I bet you Wendy's blowing up my phone here. Yep.
Mine's going off too.
Yeah,
Wendy, we're doing a show right now, dude. Really?
Yeah. That's what we get for getting permission to have the superstar on. Kristie, you're spot on. You have no idea how much I need to hear what you just said.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Okay.
Good luck with everything, honey.
Okay. Light is the light, guys. Watch that light. We've tried it for a couple different computers, phones, everything, and it's not the monitors or the camera she's using. So, again, I'm into debunking everything, and even the night we had Audrey on. I mean, the light was like Audrey say something and Kristie come about the same time, and I'm watching it go in a chat session, and it's changing. So it's interesting to watch her light. And actually, we did it with another medium we were on with Psychic Cindy there, and her light started doing the same. So now she's watching her lights in the background. So you got some gifts and you're talking to somebody, watch the lights in the back of your room there.
Hey, I'll tell you, just even for those of you who have followed me from the beginning of my own show, a few years ago now, a couple of years ago, it's always done that. Always. My mom was like, you have to put that light back. It's so cool when it goes up and down. And I had the salt lamp there. She's right. Nothing compares to that. So, yep. Here we are.
I thought the volume was off on that phone. Threw that out the window there. Carmela came back with, she's so blunt, just like her. So good. So there's the validation. Again, guys, you can validate these questions. I missed a whole bunch of Disney stuff up here. So yes, there's some definite Disney lovers in the grounds here. So
they sell this. There's your dealer right there.
I'm telling you, all day long, it's just Disney. And it's that, and we didn't do Tactical Tuesday, but a buddy of mine stopped by and, wanted to talk about a new night vision camera. And I looked at that thing. It's a day and night and everything else. And I swear Google listens to everything, or it is the universe. But all day long, those advertisements been dazzled like,
no.
I'm not buying it. I got enough gizmos. The last thing I need is another GM night vision camera.
Right.
Two of them to my right.
Pull a Ray if I were you either. To say.
Wouldn't let me buy any more gear. Vita wasn't letting me buy any more gear. Yes, guys, the puppy behind me is my real dog. That's just my green screen tonight. But she's listening from the other room. Or her face would be replacing mine, which is probably cuter than mine. So maybe we should let her get on.
She is cute.
we'll let Audrey and Vita take over the show. The next one from Lori. Anything from my spirit guides tonight?
Hi, Lori. Whoa. Well, they were very blunt. No, you already know what you need to do. I feel like they're talking to me and yelled at me. I argue with mine all the time. Nothing's going to change until you do it. Just do it. You already know what you need to do. And now they're showing me that you're having an argument with yourself, but I don't know what that is. That's why I'm asking. I don't quite know what to do. Well, they're saying to you, right from wrong. You know what works and what doesn't work. You know what's okay and what's not okay. Start there. If you don't like something, make that change. If someone is saying or doing something and it's not okay, make a change. And that means if you can't change them, you take yourself away from the situation or out of that equation. There's also somebody in your life. I feel like they are close enough to you that you notice and are concerned, but they're not probably somebody who's close to you. Your concerns about them are correct. And I do feel like there's a drug issue there and an issue with an addiction. And I do feel like it's drugs. I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands. Either they're saying you are correct, say something. I feel like you want to ask someone if they've noticed changes in another person, bring it up. Am I the only one who's seeing this, noticing this, feeling this, thinking this? Yes, bring it up. Okay. Thank you for your question. Best of luck, honey.
Almost caught myself there. Let's see. The next one's from Mary. Hi, Kristie. Can you please give me any insight on my son? Can Renee help?
Hi, Mary. I feel it's like it's the younger of the two sons. Leave it alone. Your prying is only making it worse. Renee does not approve either, but there's nothing we can really do. I feel like it's a situation where you have to remember that he deserves his privacy. And although I feel like your gut is accurate and your feelings are accurate with whatever the situation is or whatever's going on with him, it's still not for you to step in, to step up, or to really say anything as of yet. The time will come and you all know when it's time for you to intervene. But you are correct. You are correct with how you feel, what you're thinking, what your concern is. They're validating you, but it's not your time to it. You have to just leave it alone until he's ready. Okay. Thank you for your question. Best of luck.
Okay. The next one's from Melanie, but just a quick reminder, guys, like, share, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, please go over to YouTube, subscribe, and click that little bell in the corner so you know when we're doing shows. Occasionally, we just go down and do some random shows. If you didn't catch the first 10 minutes or so, we've got 2 giveaways coming up. We got one for the outdoor Bigfooter, and we also have one for the paranormal investigator. And that's if we get 500 subscribers on YouTube, and that information will be up on Instagram tomorrow at Where's My Sage. And if we hit 1,000, I will be giving away one of these X8 tactical knives, great for in the field or for Christmas presents or something, or other holiday presents. So the next one's from Melanie. Any messages from my spirit friend James passed recently, and I would love for him to check in. Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. So I see he was a smoker, and I feel like it's very leisurely too. Like when he pulls the cigarette out of his mouth, he actually, like, I can see him lazily just blowing the smoke, and it's almost like he's doing something with it because it's hanging around me. He's not just like going, and it's just shooting up or shooting out. It's fancy, I guess. He's doing something with it. That's the best, because there's no like real thing with it, but it's definitely there, hanging there. I also get the feeling it wasn't just cigarettes he smoked. Then I see a ball bouncing. He's not talking to me. He's using signs and symbols and visions. So again, He wasn't able to communicate effectively at all at the time of his passing. I feel like he was younger than us. My chest is starting to, I feel a pressure in my chest. I keep hearing him say, I didn't do it, I didn't do it. And it's in my back, behind my shoulder blade now too. He's getting uncomfortable. I didn't do it. But the way he's acting with me right now tells me he most likely bears some responsibility or is accountable in some way for why or where, though how, what, where, why, or when of his death. Even if it was accidental or inadvertent, but I get the feeling like he kind of freaking knew. I don't know why I have to say it like that or why I'm getting like this. Freaking no, okay, leave me alone. Like, that's what I want to say. Just back off. But wow, he had a cool personality. He had a really cool personality. And he says to you, girl, his words are, girl, you are rocking it. That's what I wrote down. You are rocking it. I always knew you would reach the stars. I can breathe. I see your daughter. I feel like he is protective of her and cares about your daughter too. Take care of her. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. That's what I'm getting. Sorry. I just saw Stacy's comment about you. I opened my eyes and it's right there. Hi, Stacy. I love it. I was like, what? We're going to call him Grizzly Mike from now on. What? I can't hear you. You're muted.
They said it's going to go.
Oh, my gosh. But he is okay. I want you to know that he is okay. Yeah. Now he's done. That's what he did. That's what he did. Just like that. Now he's done. So thank you so much for your question. Best of luck.
You know, I've had a flat top for 25 years. When I went into my barber and said, I got to let my hair grow out, he's like, no. I'm like, just let me get through the next surgery and the recovery from that in a couple of weeks. And then we can go back to my flat top. I think half his flat top business is because of my head. So it's way too long, you know. So.
Well, I got to see it in person every day, you know, finally. And it was kind of like, it's a nice change.
Yeah.
It's a nice change, you know.
One of these days I'll put up my throwback that throwback Thursday. I'll throw my big 90s hair mullet back up. All right. We digressed way too much. Karen, good evening. Does Spirit have any message to me with my job or anything else?
Ooh. I'm getting a big fat no with your job. Whatever it is going on with your job, the answer is no. God, no. Move. Move can be transition. It can be switch departments. It could be find another job. They're not being so specific. I feel like that choice has to be yours. I also don't like one of your coworkers. I feel like she's been confrontational with you lately, and I feel like you're putting up with a lot of crap from her, and you also need to put an end to that too. She might even be a supervisor or somebody that's above you, because I feel like you have to kind of deal with it to a certain degree, but there are lines and boundaries, and she's crossing them, and that's what you need to put an end to. That's what you need to put a stop to. I feel like if you don't, people are going to start losing respect for you. your spirit guides are saying it's okay for you to say something and take the proper steps so long as you just handle it the right way. Yeah, just handle it the right way. Okay. So thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck with everything. What is Mike giggling about over there in silence?
Stacy's beat me up about mullets and having words. And
Mullet? What's a mullet? I'm
yeah. Cece's part of a couple of the investigation teams that I'm with. So when she runs some great ones, pretty good energy healer too. If you're in the capital region in New York.
Yes, no mullets allowed ever.
Yeah. Michelle D, I will private message you with the answers to your question. Wow. So I just lost like a whole bunch of.
That's your mama?
Yeah. That package I got yesterday will answer that whole thing.
Yes. My eyes are looking and feeling better though. Thank God. That was going to rip my skin off yesterday.
Let's see. From Anthony here.
Hi, Anthony.
I had a test yesterday. You know where I work. I have to stay indoors for 10 days. I feel fine, but do you see anything?
So I just tried to write your last name and I totally messed it up, and I feel like I have an issue. I feel like maybe there's something going on with you that you need to either be honest about, whether it's your eyes, whether it's a little bit of confusion. I don't think it's, and I got a disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose anybody. There's very few things I'll go down a road, but only so far. If at any point ever, any of you will ever think you need a doctor, please go see one. Okay. I'm not a doctor. I do feel like there's something you need to get checked out or at least own up to. And I actually kind of feel like some of the things that you've been going through lately are more stress related than anything. You've got to make some positive changes in your life. And you have to own up to a couple of things with yourself and take responsibility for your feelings. Not necessarily that you did anything wrong or anything like that, but there are some things that you have not dealt with that you have to take responsibility for on your end. And until you deal with these situations and the feelings that come with it, they're not going to change. It's not going to get better. You're not going to be able to ignore it, put it off, whatever. I have to stop looking at the comments every time I open my eyes. It's just right there. Teddy. Look at my light. You guys are making me laugh so hard I'm going to snort. The Italian snort. You're muted. Unmute yourself.
Comments from Facebook. She is not a doctor and does not play one on TV. Thank you, Teddy. And again, Teddy's on after us. Talk with Teddy.
I have to do this. I just can't even look at that part of the screen. Every time I open my eyes, there's a comment right there. But no, in all seriousness, that's really what it comes down to for you right now. At least that's what they're telling me. Okay, so I wish you the best of luck, honey. Thank you for your question.
We love our viewers because.
Whew, yeah. God.
You have wonderful. I just turned in time to hear you snort. Thank you, Don.
Thank you, Don.
And Don, we will make it to
Massachusetts. Your mom.
Yeah, we will make it to Massachusetts.
Oh my God!
We
Don
saw
is the most forgiving, just patient people I've ever met.
USS Salem, guys. See Don, go out and check that out. Yeah. We were supposed to get out there.
Yeah.
COVID hit.
Times.
And it has jammed us up everywhere we were supposed to go this year. Thank God for Sheila and the Star Clark Tin Shop, which is in New York. So at least we got some investigations in. Yeah. But I unfortunately have had a couple of medical things that kept me, and we've had some other family members that kept everybody from going.
Just
you know,
all in New York.
but check out USS Salem. There is some really cool documentaries on Travel Channel, Discovery, and there's a whole bunch more. We know some other friends that have been out there with him to do some filming. So, I want to get on that ship.
You're so sweet. Thank you so much.
So
You did so much to accommodate us, and we had to cancel both times, and it just unforeseen circumstances, things we can't help, but still in all very, very kind and very sweet. So thank you. We appreciate that. We will get there, I swear. I can't wait to get there. Oh God. All right. What's next? Who's
Daryl,
next?
Mrs. Mike. Yes. Yeah. I haven't been out bigfooting either. Yes.
Oh,
So thank you.
right.
The next one. She's watching everywhere. She's watching on YouTube. She's watching on Facebook. And I lost the question. And I'm going to let you read that one because I will completely butcher that.
Wow. Talk about putting me on the spot, you big jerk. Let's see. Hi, Micah. Micah. Why do you think I bust his chops so bad about being able to say her name? It's his name with an on the end. Micah. That's it. All right. Anywho. So did my mom Zwante? Little Swan, that's pretty. Pass away before or after midnight. Oh, can't breathe. What is it with you people? I'm a cardiopulmonary stuff tonight. I'm teasing. I'm used to it. I got a little before and I got a big after. I feel like she was kind of already gone before, but she wasn't really and truly gone physically until after. That's like when it counted. That's like when she was probably pronounced or when she was, they're referring to my mother-in-law on that one, because we had a kind of a similar situation with her too. So, when a person passes, they don't always get pronounced officially or what have you until, someone comes in and it's all official and everything's there's a process. So, I feel like that's very similar to your situation, but spiritually, mentally, she was transitioning before. That's the best way I can say it, before midnight. But I feel like she got real close though too, real close. Like I feel like we're talking like almost 11:55 to like 12:10. Do you know what I mean? It was in that span of time. No worries. I'm in a better place now. And I feel like I need to script with my hand. Like I feel like her handwriting was very pretty and loopy and long and feminine. Almost like Victorian is how I want to compare it. Like just, a beautiful script. I fought hard, she says. I'm always with you. And she likes your cat. She likes your cat. And she loves that you always watch the sunrise. She's saying something about teaching you how to take in those moments in life and how she wished she would have been able to do more of the same. Make good choices. She's saying about where you live, like your apartment, you can do better. Like she wants to see you make some changes for yourself where you can go live somewhere and be happier. And I feel like maybe that's already in your head, but maybe you're afraid to do it, or you don't think that you can do it, or it's not maybe you need to set that goal for yourself and save and work towards that. And that's it. So thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck.
All right. Let's see. The next one. Gonna get picked on my hair.
Right.
Somebody just sent me. Yes,
I can see the smoke in your ears.
Yep. The next one's from John. I think about my buddy Paul quite a bit. They say he had a heart attack. But she seems suspicious to me. Any thoughts?
Hi, John. I see baseball. So when I see it the way that I'm seeing it now, do you see my light? He is crazy. So I feel like he was athletic. Cut into the chase. I feel like he was athletic or played sports, at least back in his younger days. He said, yes, I had a heart attack. I ate like shit. I didn't take care of myself. He said I lied. He liked his beer. Like I see him at the bar. But again, I'm not seeing him. He's not showing himself to me. And I can only hear his voice. Oh, do you see my light? Check that out. He is a very strong energy. Fun. But had it's almost like he had personality A and personality B. He says, of course I owned up to it. He says, I wasn't going to do anything about it. He didn't go to the doctor. He knew what he should have been doing and he wasn't doing it. Very sarcastic, very funny, but not too serious, but didn't take things seriously enough. I feel like he left behind a wife and a daughter. Blonde. He says, I miss them. He says, that's my only regret. He says, you need to wake up. You need to wake up. That's not all that's out there is what he's saying to you. And obviously he's addressing something specific with you in your life now. When they don't give me a lot of detail, even in one-on-one readings, a lot of times it just means either the venue or for myself, I don't need to know the details as long as you understand the message. He seems to be, he's slowly starting to show himself to me. He is all over the place too, because as I'm trying to describe one thing and he's doing something slow, then I hear him and he's talking very quickly and wants to tell me a bunch of things. And he says, if it wasn't a heart attack, it would have been something else that took me. Like, take your pick at this point, He looks like he was a bigger guy. He had a little bit thicker hair. Looks like wavier hair. Heavier set. Silver and gray salt and pepper hair. That's what I'm seeing. Mike looks like he's up to no good. There's Vita. So thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck with everything. Why are we looking at you when Vita's in the room? Allow me to unmute you. Unmute you. Yeah. Unmute yourself.
she was going a little crazy with her sister in the other room. So instead of listening to barking, I brought her in here with me to the studio.
Hey,
so now she's going to run back and forth, and the other one's still barking. So it doesn't have guard dogs. What happens? Shepherd. And so I hope everybody liked the new commercial. So
yeah, what did you guys think of the commercial?
So quick follow up on Micah's thing. Oh my God, spot on. You made me cry. She was trying to confirm that she passed away a few minutes before midnight. She was found at 1 a.m. So I'm very grateful to know for sure. I felt like this was a way about to do. I do watch the sunrise almost every morning, take pictures. I got a cat 3 weeks before she passed, and she did get to meet her. I hate my apartment. I do keep things about moving, but I am physically not strong to do so. Okay.
Oh, well, thank you for that.
Thank you for the follow-up on that. There's a little language. So
That wasn't a
language on my side. So
you did just fine, Micah.
Trouble sleeping in the floor. Okay. All right.
Good girl.
So she'll probably have brought her in to calm things down a little bit. We need more German Shepherd. Yeah.
Thank you. Hi,
German
Nicole.
German Shepherd won't sit still, hence why we have Doberman in here, who is completely passed out on the floor. So, all right, let's see. I guess YouTube is acting up a little bit. Patty, do you have any messages for her?
Hi, Patty. Okay. He said, oh, look at my light. He said your name, and I got this weird pain right up in here in my forehead. I felt sick to my stomach. I feel like there's a male trying to come forward for you. I feel like there's a male energy. It's kind of oppressive and it's kind of a heavy energy. I keep picking up on nursing, healthcare nursing. You're being told to be careful. Ooh. Okay. He's definitely not here to try to hurt me or to intimidate me or do anything. I just feel like it's the energy and what he was going through. But now I can't breathe, and I do feel like this is him. Okay, so he's coming and going, whoever this is, and he's not really telling me who he is. He's also, when spirit lets me know they're here 1 minute and wants my attention and gets it, and then kind of backs off or plays this game with me or feels like they're avoiding me, tells me a lot about how they died. First and foremost, it usually means that they committed suicide. They had a hand in their own death in some way, shape, or form, even if it was accidental or inadvertent. It could also mean that they were murdered or there were questionable circumstances surrounding their death. I absolutely feel like he had some hand in how or why he died. Not in a good way. I'm hearing now I had to. I had no choice. This is a big guy. This is a big dude. He's like towering over me and leaning down, and he's still towering over me. But there's a gentleness to him too. A protective. His nature is protective. He's intimidating on the outside. He likes his demeanor to be that. But he's really just a big teddy bear on the inside to those he cares about, we'll say. I'm seeing a ball of yarn. That's usually symbolic, and that usually is Spirit's way of telling me that they were crafty, or that I actually feel like he's trying to tell me that you're very crafty and you can figure a way out of your situation. Think outside the box, be crafty about it. Everything will work out. Give it time. He says to you, 2020 is almost over. You can get through it. He says, be strong, not like me. Okay, and that's it. So thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck with everything.
She is going to take over the show. Vita.
Yeah, I know. I want to Vita. Vita. Oh, she can't hear you.
She can't hear me. Yeah, yes, I have headphones on for a reason. It's bad enough when she hears the music. A follow-up from John. While Kristie Paul loved his beer and baseball, I guess he had wavy hair. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you for that. Thank you.
Let's see what we got here. I think you mentioned something around your ankle earlier. My brandy girl went to the Rainbow Bridge 9 months ago. Do you see me with a new dog coming? And then there was foul, Brandy. Brandy, sorry about your loss. They are very important to us, as you can see, with the monster behind me and the little one. We're sitting here, you know.
Not so little anymore.
Yeah.
No, not for a while. Take some time. I feel like you have enough on your plate right now, and they're saying if you bring in any added responsibility, it's going to prove to be a little too much and more chaotic. And I feel like you're going to need to bring the fur baby you would bring on right now needs a lot of attention and a lot of love and a lot of time that you will not be able to give. And so the bonding will not happen, and you'll not be able to establish the kind of home and the kind of relationship that you want with that animal and that they're going to truly need. So it will not work out very well. And it will not be the kind of situation that you both are looking for. Let it pass, and something will come along. I feel like within 3 to 6 months. I feel like in the next couple of weeks, you're going to be glad that you held off. And then in about 3 months, you're going to start to get the itch, and it'll take probably almost 6 to find the right one, but you will. I'm also being told to watch Yara. She's gorgeous. Watch Yara. And then I'm being told she will tell you when she is ready. Yeah. So thank you for your question. Best of luck.
Unmute me. So it just popped in there. All right. So the next one from,
this time is flying. Can I just say it's just flying.
Yes. And this is what I'm getting from the audience. Just so you know, people, that's what I look like with the start of a mullet. We will not leave that up there that long.
Where's Stacy? Where are they?
Yeah. So Tom asked, it's actually, hello, Tom. Hope you're both doing well. Any messages for me?
Hi, Tom. Thank you. You too. Yeah. You'll know when it's time to expand. It's time. It's time to expand. And then I see somebody who I think is supposed to be your wife. And then I hear it's okay. I feel like she needs a little more reassurance, but it's time to expand. I feel like it's a group, or I feel like it's a business or something of that nature. I feel like you just need to reassure her and help put her mind at ease, because I do feel like you're going to have to be away. Not necessarily a lot, but I feel like when you are away, it's going to be for a bit of an expanded period of time. The time is now. I can't stress that enough. The time is now. That's what I'm hearing. And that's it. So thank you for your question. Best of luck.
All right. I'm unmuted for once. Hey, there we go.
Finally.
All right. I had a lot of questions. That's a lot of comments back and forth ago. Karen. Yeah. What? Something down
All
here.
I'm going to say is I love Nikki and Michelle, and I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess you're killing me on here tonight. Okay, go ahead.
Too many media platforms. That's all I'm going to say sometimes. All right. So, this is from Tara. Any messages from my brother Doug or Aunt Libby? Or Vita taking over the show? Okay.
Hi, Vita. Aww.
So I do apologize for the interruptions, folks, but she's been
people love her
missing today. Yeah, I would too.
So Aunt Libby's stepping forward because she's showing me that she liked to cook or was known to cook. I just heard, oh, I could cook. So, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's what I'm getting from her. What are you doing? So there's something going on in your life, and that's her response. And that's what she's saying to you. Why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you? Why aren't you doing it? Now she's dancing and twirling in a circle. I want what she's having. And you're wondering if Doug's around because he says, I'm here, I'm here. And the way he's saying it is in response to something you're thinking or feeling. This is definitely not just, hey, I'm here. It's, yeah, I hear you. I'm here. Don't worry. I'm here. I'm good. I'm fine. Everything's normal. He's going, I don't want to know. 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 And he feel like it gives me the impression the way he's saying that, almost like he knows he'll get an earful. He just want to know nothing. Run with it is what I'm hearing for you. Run with it. Run with it. That's it. They're kind of just done. Short and sweet tonight. So thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck. They kind of just were done all of a sudden. Huh.
Okay. Okay, there's some votes on the dog, so we're gonna go with that. Okay.
Huh?
Sitting back down now. I said we got some votes on the dogs.
Mumble, mumble, mumble.
They love the dogs. So
Love the dogs.
I'm getting violated by the dog. Yes. She was here trying to chew my earphones off. So this is from Perry. Do my spirit guides have any messages for me?
Hi, Perry. Okay, you want to make some sort of a change or a move. And they're saying not yet, but it's almost time, but not quite yet. They're saying you'll know because I feel like you're pretty tuned in the first place. Your gut will tell you, and I feel like it's going to be kind of last minute. Like you're going to just go along, and one day you're going to wake up and be like, "Oh crap! Now is the time. I have to do it." And it's going to be that way. It's supposed to be that way, but you'll be ready, and it's okay. And when you get that green light, you have to just go. There's no, I'm not ready yet. There's no second guessing. There's no doing it the right way. It's go. And your guides are saying you won't be sorry. I almost feel like you're going to get yanked out of a situation that you are not going to want to get caught up in. And they're telling me it will be devastating if you do. So they're readying you. And then you already know what to expect and how to expect it to happen. So just be as ready as you can. Have all your ducks in a row the best that you can. But you're not actually expected to be as ready as you would want to be or as we would think. But the move will happen. It's got to happen. It's supposed to happen. That's what I need to tell you. Yeah. So thank you very much. Best of luck with everything. So I got permission to share this. Your mother and your sister are tag teaming you right now.
Yeah.
So I get to share this. So this is Michael and where is it? And his brother and his sister.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And
I love
it. Me about my hair.
Yeah.
We have to say good evening to WLFE DB Radio. We're going to run over a little bit tonight, guys. Try to get a couple more questions in. So the folks at WLFE DB Radio, get ready for Talk with Teddy. And
thank you for tuning in, you guys. We love you.
So be safe, kids.
I can't get a word in.
Okay. Click on them.
Just saying. Yeah, we can definitely take a few more people who are on WLFE if you want. Tune in with Talk with Teddy on your computers and your phones, and on another device, just tune in on YouTube with us or on Facebook, right?
Yep. Okay.
Multitask. You guys are good, right?
Okay. So the next one is from Olivia. Please read me any messages from my grandfather or Chico.
So, okay. The first thing I saw was this little dog with the little pointy ears. And I don't know what kind it is. It's a small dog. And it has a longer fur, but it's definitely like a lap dog size. And looks to be darker with some brown, a little bit of white here or there. When I heard Chico, that's what I saw. with grandma, she's bringing up your name going, nope. Nope. So again, that could be your first or your middle name. And she's going, no, no. You need to start having faith, she says. And then I see the hands up like this in, the pictures with the rosaries. Stop taking Vita away. Thank you. Hello. Is that so hard? Make her sauce. Make her sauce. And I'm just reading your message now on the screen, or your question, and it says grandfather, but boy, grandma jumped right in here. I totally didn't even know grandfather tonight, just grandma. I almost want to say she's great grandma to you. But you're being told you're going to have a long, happy life. Prosperity. Equality. Children. I'm hearing long, happy road. And then they stop and they say, but you have to get there first. And I feel like you're getting in your own way. You can have everything you ever wanted and never thought you wanted for yourself. Work for it, but get out of your own way. And I feel like you're being stubborn about something. You truly feel like you're right, though. You're not doing it to be hurtful or spiteful or anything. You really and truly feel like this is right. And it's not. Whatever it is you're sticking to, it's not. And as soon as you take a step back from it and you allow everything to clear, you're going to see why. It's going to be almost right in front of you, smacking you in the face. You can have it all. You're this close. So thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck with everything. I just love when they just kind of, okay, we're done. They got me all in a way. And then it's like, boom, over. It's a little weird.
Tara had follow up that Aunt Libby was an amazing cook.
Again, no folks, telling us either.
Yeah, I know there's a bunch of people just coming in now. Please like and share. We're running over just a little bit tonight. Try to catch up with some of these questions. I did miss one or two that got popped off. And one I tried to get to twice because it kept calling me, and every time I went for it, it got moved somewhere else. If you are watching our show or want to catch some of the older shows, they are on Spreaker and iTunes and stuff. You can go listen to them there or over YouTube. Again, tomorrow, tune in to Instagram. We'll be putting up the raffle we're going to be doing on our subscribers. So basically, you'll need to like our Where's My Sage Instagram and subscribe to YouTube and share it with some friends so they can subscribe as well. Well, pressure on this one. So this is from Sharon. Anything
You're
for
feeling the
her?
pressure too?
Shannon.
We'll
Shannon,
look
yeah.
light.
Yep. It doesn't usually happen to me, though.
Hi, Shannon. You got to do some cleaning out. Feel a heaviness with you, almost like a darkness that's following you. And now I'm hearing brother. This is not a good heaviness. This is not a good feeling. This is a sick. Dark. You've got a lot going on. It's almost paralyzing to me. Part of me feels like it's an attachment. Part of me feels like it's somebody you have in your life who is going down a very bad road and on a very dark path. You need to get out. You need to get out. You need to start making a life of your own for yourself. Again, I feel the need to say, remember everybody, that if I'm giving a message in the first person and you're looking at me going, what the hell are you talking about? It has nothing to do with me. I can't connect with this. And I continue to address it in the first person. That usually means that spirit's way of telling us we know it's you, it's somebody close to you, but this is close enough to you that it's affecting you as well. But I feel lighter having explained that. And again, if there's anything that you don't understand, and this goes for everybody, if you don't ever understand something that I'm saying to you, please do not leave here feeling frustrated. Please contact me the next day, and I'll be happy to try to shed some light on what's going on or what I said to you. I'm being told that time is running out and this person really needs to get their act together, or there's going to come a point where things are just not going to be good and we're not going to get them to turn around, and there's just going to be nothing else we can do. And that's about how I'm going to have to leave it. Okay, so you need to distance yourself and you need to go off and make a life of your own. You need to get out of the clutches of the situation and the person that's involved. Okay. And that's it. So thank you for your question. Best of luck with everything.
Okay. This is from Aaron. You already talked to my friend Tara, but I was wondering if our friend Doug as well. Anything from Doug?
Hi, Aaron. What I just heard was you need to mind your own business. I love when spirit puts me on the spot. Don't worry about it, he says. Ooh. Not your concern. I just said to him, give me something nice. He says, you take good care of your kids. For whatever reason, I'm getting very sarcastic comments from him. He makes me, I don't like I get a not so good feeling about your spouse, significant other, whoever the man is in your life. I don't like it. He says it's not healthy. He says, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And then I asked him anything else, and he says that's all she needs to hear. So he's done. So I hope that helps you. Thank you for your question, honey. Best of luck.
Okay. Next one is from Dawn. Anyone coming through for me?
Hi, Dawn. You have a bunch of ladies on the other side who are very giddy and very giggly. And now I'm seeing something like Irish dancing or some sort of a jig and some music that I'm not familiar with. I don't think it's polka. I think polka is one of the only types of music that I do know. You've got a mother, a grandmother, and an aunt coming through for you. Something with a Q. I feel like there's a letter Q, either with someone's name or with a description. I see a big stock pot on the stove, and I feel like there's like a recipe that someone used to make around this time of year, like the fall when the season starts to change. And I feel like you carry that on, or somebody carries that on, and they do that. I want to say it's like a stew. The lady who seems to be the spokesperson, they're not telling me which is which or who they are for sure, like names or anything, but they're the lady who is clearly in charge, we'll say, has a round, full face, her hair, and for lack of a better way to describe it, is like the old lady hair where when they get their hair done, it's curly, it's done, it looks kind of like a helmet. But it's a nice curl, though. It's not like the layer of hairspray on top. It's like a curl, and she has glasses on. Her hair looks light or white, like a corn silk blonde or like a white, something very, very light like that. She keeps fixing her glasses. And she's like fixing them, and she's like looking underneath them, like, and like she's trying to read or see something under her glasses. They're acknowledging something about your faith and having gotten back to faith or refound your faith. And they're very happy that happened. They're very glad that you're you have found a part of you, a piece of you, something that's important in your life in that way. Because they're saying you're going to need it. They're not forecasting horrible, awful things. They're just saying in your life in general, that's something you need to have. And yes, you do have some tough times coming up, but it's nothing you can't get through. They're going to go play cards now. I feel like it's bridge or something. Like they're going to go do that. And they're gone. They're just gonna all turned around and walked away together. And they have and it's funny, I'm laughing because my family's like this too. They're kind of built a lot alike, their shapes are the same. They look a lot alike from behind. And they just yeah. Yeah, they're very cute. So thank you for your question. Best of luck with everything.
Okay, folks, we ran over a little bit, so we're going to take 2 more questions quick. So I'm going to get back up in here. And the next one here is going to be from Jody. In this hectic time, I was wondering if you had any message for me from my brother.
Hi, Jody. Don't worry about Savannah. She's going to be fine while I'm getting a pain in my head, like right here. Mom needs to take better care of her health. And you need to stop worrying so much about everybody else and start doing for you. You feel like all of a sudden you have the weight of the world on your shoulders, like you have to step in and be head of the family, and you don't have to do that. You need to also remember to balance and make sure that you maintain, what you need in your life, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You have to find that balance. He sings to the baby. See my light? Brian sings to the baby. He'll make sure music is an important part of her life, he says. Yeah. So thank you. Best of luck thank you for your question and best of luck with everything. I can't believe how quickly 2.5 hours has flown by. 2 hours has flown by.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's really just flown right through.
You guys are awesome. We've had such a great group tonight. All these different people. I love the banter.
So many. Okay. The last one for the evening. This is from Donna. Do you have any messages from my mom?
Hi, Donna. Ooh, I feel sick, like something up here, and then I feel like something wrapped around my throat and cut off my airway. I'm hearing a woman say to me, "Ooh, that was awful. That was awful." But I'm okay now. And she jumps and puts her hands on her hips. I'm okay now. Devastating. And I feel like she means for the family. Pulled together, but they pulled together. I feel like there were people that she did not expect, especially to pull together in the wake of her death. That's the way I need to say that. She's telling you to live your best life. Live your best life. That's something she was never able to figure out how to do. Live your best life. I see an ambulance with its lights going. And I feel like that happened a couple of times. And then she says, but it'll be okay. But it'll be okay. It'll be okay. She looks down on your family and it's like a ray of sunshine, and I see sunflowers and like golden light. Like everything just opens up and it's just beautiful and it's okay. And she tells me they're getting through. They're getting through. Yeah. And that's it. So thank you for your question. Best of luck with everything.
Okay, folks, we've gone way over what we usually do. Yeah. Again, sometimes we try to get all the questions we can. Sometimes they get bounced. Sometimes they get missed in the bat. Like I said, we're going to 8 different locations, and
who got their head bashed in? Who got their head?
I don't know. Your light's changing.
It's all right in here. Somebody got their head bashed in. Someone got cracked in the head.
Let's see. Let's go through. If you go through the last couple of comments.
I want to do this.
Yeah. Why don't you go through the last couple of comments while I take care of some housekeeping as we finish up, and maybe there's something that I missed. So again, Instagram tomorrow, Where's My Sage? That will have the information about, there's your answer, Kristie. Just popped up in the last one. And let's follow the chain on that one. So
we have to answer this one.
Okay. So again, Mike Kristie's stuff, putting that together, and let's see.
Attacked.
1, 2, 3. These came in at the end. Right after we decided to do that. Chris. Where? Okay. Yeah. Any messages for me? I think there's a couple of follow-ups with that.
And here it is right here. She validated the bash on the head.
Yeah. Okay.
I feel this ongoing attacked. That's what I feel like.
Yeah. It's one of those ones that wasn't a full message. That's why. Okay. Yeah, these came in right after we decided.
From them. This is not a message from them. This is you've got to be very careful, because I feel like the person who did this to you, the man who did this to you, harbors a lot of pent up anger and aggression, and I feel like it's all still geared towards you. I'm jumping the fence here. 1 second I'm getting he was caught. The next minute it's be careful. I feel like he's going to get out, or he wasn't caught. So I hope that makes some sort of sense to you. I'm hearing vendetta. Be careful. Stop looking for trouble. Stop looking for trouble, because you're only asking for it. Whatever you're digging into, whatever you think you're going to find or figure out, just stop, because you're about to unleash a world of hurt on yourself unlike you've ever seen. The rage that I feel right now, and the lack of empathy And the complete absence of human anything, feeling, sympathy, whatever. I can't even find the words to describe it. It's complete absence. They're not there. I keep hearing from your spirit guides, you need to stop. If you can validate, please validate this. He's not going to be caught. That's what I'm hearing. He's not going to be caught. I feel like you have a daughter. You need to protect her. I actually see you grabbing and wrapping your arms around this little girl who's probably around 3 years old, give or take, 3, 4 years old. And she's on the floor and you are next to her and you grab her and you cover her. Okay, now I feel like your grandmother's coming through. I feel like I was walking through a nursing home. I can smell, the all I keep hearing from your spirit guides is protect her. Protect her. I feel like I'm going to need more validation on this one. There's too much going on in my head without validation. Validation, I know, will make this very simple. Why don't you give me a call tomorrow? Okay, and we'll finish this one up.
So again, and Kristie was putting in, I was going to do some administrative stuff. Is if you got one of those really mind blowing questions, something that's not a public forum thing, please, Kristie does do readings. I'm not in person right now because of COVID, but you still reach out to her on her business page. So, or you got friends or family that say, man, I really need a reading or something like that. The holiday time, reach out through her on a business page. And again, it's not a business push, but, that's there, that full reading. Sometimes some of those questions you really don't want to ask in an open forum like this. And like I said, I do my best. We're coming for you from 8 different locations. Sometimes the questions get lost, and sometimes those questions that you really have an answer you're really looking for. And usually it's more than that 30-second thing. Reach out to Kristie. Reach out.
You can text me, email me, go to my website.
So that's the best thing is sometimes it's and if you need to seek help with something, folks, reach out. Sometimes those health things, again, we're here to, we're here to entertain. I mean, and Kristie's really reaching out. I mean, watch the, stuff that's going on. But sometimes if you need a counselor or somebody to talk to, especially in these troubled times with COVID where we can't get out, there's some hotlines that are out there. We're not doctors. We're not psychologists. There's some victims panels and stuff like that. And sometimes in your heart, when you say, man, I really don't think I should be doing this, go with your gut. I'm not psychic. My job is to debunk and, but like I said, I see the comments, I see what goes on. And sometimes you just got to say to yourself, is it a psychic or have I already answered my question, but I'm self-doubting myself?
Sure. Sometimes we just need that validation, from somebody else. Yeah.
Like I said, watch Kristie's light. Watch for those little things, Like I said, I don't understand the mouse today.
The mouse to you.
Everywhere,
That's so funny.
I always know when things are crazy, a seagull will show up right when I'm trying to make a decision. There's those little signs, And you guys, you're here and you're watching us. You believe in the alternate universe, and we're here to sample on. So when your gut says, I spent many years as a recovery diver, and then there's time you just go, man, it just doesn't feel right, and it's usually a bad area. Don't go there, So we're here for you, keep you guys sane in this COVID thing. So we've got some really good guests. I've been talking way too much tonight. I don't know what it is. Maybe too much caffeine today or something. Yeah, I
have. Time, really?
Yeah.
You sure?
So unfortunately, you guys got to see me long hair, curly hair. It's a rough day for me. But again, Instagram, YouTube, like and subscribe, share with your friends and family. I'll have those things up for the thing again. And when we hit 500 subscribers on YouTube, I'll be sending out for 2 lucky fans. I'll be sending out the backpacks, one for paranormal, one for Bigfoot. And if we hit 1,000, again, this wonderful knife done by me from X8 Tactical, which is part of my whole Bigfoot thing. But, that knife, we'll get it out there for you guys. Again, if we hit 1,000 subscribers, then we'll figure out who that person is randomly. And then I am going to let Kristie talk for a second, and we're going to wrap this right up.
So we just want to thank everybody. This was a great night. And, as always, we truly appreciate all of you and spending the time with us and hanging in there. And everyone who, all of the newcomers, welcome. We are so happy to have you. And we're watching our numbers grow. And you can find us in so many different platforms in so many different ways now. And hopefully we'll be able to announce another one very soon. We're just waiting for confirmation on that. So we're really expanding. We're all over the place, and we can't do it without you, which is a big reason why we do this show. Yes, we have our businesses or I have my business. But this is just one way we get to give back and do what helps to keep us sane too, because I have kind of taken a step back for a little while, but doing the show really helps, to make all of us feel better and to keep our heads in the game. So it's wonderful. And we appreciate all of you very, very much. So, and you never know. I mean, I'm rubbing off on him. He's becoming a little more spontaneous.
Yeah.
It's a little scary for me. I'm usually the one who's blindsiding him. However, that's a good thing. So, you never know, we may very well just pop on again and do some more. So always watch our Facebook pages and watch our YouTube channel. And you never know when we will, pop on and just decide, hey, we feel like reading. We have time. Yep, let's do it. And you may get an hour's notice. You may get a day's notice. You never know.
And that's why I said,
what life throws us, just like the rest of you. So, so just keep your eyes peeled.
In Facebook takes forever sometimes. That's what I said. Hit the YouTube, hit the subscribe thing. That's what I use to keep track of all my friends on their podcast, because that's the way it's going to go. So, and then, it'll keep me from pulling my hair out so I can go back to looking like this again. So She lost it.
I have to hold on. I have to do one more thing. My sister's texting me right now. My niece is hysterical, so I have to give a shout out to my niece Bella. I think my nieces and nephews, because now they're older, are finally they're starting to realize what I do or what it means and what actually happens. And my sister says she's insisting that I text you and tell her. First she came down and saw the show and went, oh heck no, and then said, wait a minute, why isn't she reading me? So that's hysterical. So hi, Bella. Love you. Yeah, so there you go.
Wow.
Hysterical. All right, everybody. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm whipped.
Good night from us.
Yes.
Good night from Vita. She's outside running in the backyard chasing something. Oh, probably the other dog. So, see you guys soon. And the list of amazing guests.
Yes, keep your eyes
If you
peeled.
like to cook, keep an eye out for November. October's really cool.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
So, good night from us.
Yeah. Stay safe and
Sample on.